One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Good morning, Eagles, and welcome to school on Monday, October 5th. Let's start off the week with the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now it's time for another weekly rip around.
It's a lovely day today, so whatever you've got to do, you got a lovely day to do it in, that's true. And I hope whatever you've got to do is something that can be done by two, for I'd really like to stay. It's a lovely day today, and whatever you've got to do, I'd be so happy to be doing it with you. But if you've got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, there is nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day.
It's a lovely day today, and whatever I've got to do, I've got a lovely day to do it in, that's true. But perhaps whatever I've got to do is something that can be done by two. If it is, then you could stay. It's a lovely day today, but you're probably busy too, so I suppose there's really nothing we can do. For if you've something that must be done, and it can only be done by one. There is nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day.
It's a lovely day today, so whatever you've got to do, you got a lovely day to do it in, that's true. And I hope whatever you've got to do is something that can be done by two, for I'd really like to stay. It's a lovely day today, and whatever you've got to do, I'd be so happy to be doing it with you. But if you've got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, there is nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day.
It's a lovely day today, and whatever I've got to do, I've got a lovely day to do it in, that's true. But perhaps whatever I've got to do is something that can be done by two. If it is, then you could stay. It's a lovely day today, but you're probably busy too, so I suppose there's really nothing we can do. For if you've got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, there is nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day.
It's a lovely day today. If you've something that must be done, now don't forget 2 heads are better than just one. And besides, I'm certain if you knew me, you'd find I'm very good company. Won't you kindly let me stay? I say it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day. See you later.
Let's take a look at this ABC News Extra.
Now, a festive song. Oh, Armstrong weed, you make my playground ugly. Yeah, there you go. So, as you can see, this is one of the weeds pulled from our very own Armstrong playground. And if you look behind me, you'll notice that, as always, we have a weed problem back there. We've actually got a plan set up to try and keep the weeds from getting out of control, but it has become time again for another Weeding Week. We will be doing Weeding Week from October 12th to October 16th, and this is an event for all Armstrong students and families. It is completely voluntary. Nobody has to pull any weeds, but we certainly appreciate the help. If you'd like to come over to Armstrong in the evenings, we will set up an area over by the kind of by the bus drop at the far corner of the lot, where you'll see a giant pile of weeds. We'll stack all the weeds there. The district will come pick them up for us, and we'll try and get these fall time weeds under control before the snows hit. So again, everybody is invited to participate in Weeding Week 2020, which will take place October 12th through October 19th. Even if you're a distance learner, you could come pull some weeds with your family in the evenings. Everyone is welcome to participate in the weed pulling action. Please don't pull up any of our trees or bushes, though. We'd like to keep those. But this is obviously a weed and must go. So we look forward to Weeding Week. Hope to see you there. Have a good one. Hello there, Eagles. It is I, Mr. Sorensen, coming to you with an important update about Halloween. A lot of people have been asking about Halloween and what we are planning to do here at Armstrong. Of course, Halloween will not look like it has in years past. There are a few complications, including COVID-19, and also the fact that Halloween this year actually falls on a Saturday, and we wouldn't be in school for Halloween at all. But because it has been such a tough year and 2020 has been so difficult for so many people, we think that we need to try and have a little bit of fun here at school, even though Halloween is not happening on a school day. So on the 29th, which is a Thursday before Halloween, we will do a small Halloween celebration here at Armstrong for students who wish to participate. We will plan on doing that in the afternoon. Now, here's exactly what that will look like. You may dress up in a costume on that day, but there are rules that apply to those costumes. Number one, as always, there will be no fake weaponry of any kind. So nothing that could be construed as a fake weapon, no matter how fake it looks. I don't care if it's the fakest looking sword in the world. It can't be here. Super fake knives can't be here. No weapon of any kind. No fake weapons. The other one is, normally at Halloween we tell you that you can't wear any masks, which I think is really funny because we do nothing but tell you to wear a mask now. And so, of course, it's required to wear your usual mask to school. And you may wear a Halloween mask, but we're going to ask that you make sure that that mask does not completely obscure your face. We need to be able to see some portion of your face with the mask. And if you're going to wear a mask, make sure it's a mask that works with your regular COVID mask, because you'll have to wear your COVID mask with your costume. So please make sure that you're planning ahead as you design and create costumes so that you're keeping these masks in mind. So we will not be able to do a Halloween parade as we have done in the past. Because of COVID restrictions, it simply would be too many people in too close a proximity. It's just a group that is too large. And we also cannot at this time have parent volunteers or parents in the building as spectators. So we're not allowed to do that. And so we will not be doing the standard Halloween parade. What we will do instead is at 2 o'clock on that Thursday, we will turn on some Halloween music to play through the building. And I will come around with a camera and do a Facebook Live where we will travel through the whole school, starting at kindergarten and going through 6th grade. And we will film everyone with me basically going through room by room. And so the students won't be traveling in the parade, rather the camera will come to them. So parents could still follow along on a Facebook Live. And we know we've had some issues with Facebook Live being a little bit fuzzy, so there'll be a camera coming right behind me that will be filming it in glorious HD, and we'll post that later as well. So we'll have we'll have a Facebook Live camera and then another camera right behind, and the parade will basically come to the students. Now that means that teachers can also hop on their computers and put Facebook Live up on their screens, and we can help them get logged onto a Facebook account. And that way the students can see the other students in the parade as we're traveling through the building in real time. So that'll be kind of a way that we can do this. Now, it would be appropriate during that block from 2 o'clock to 3:20 at the end of the day for classes to do some fun activities as far as parties. Here are some things that are important to remember about those parties. Number one, they should be a little more controlled perhaps than we've had in the past. We need to maintain social distancing as much as possible. It should look kind of like a classroom environment. We can do some fun things, but we have to be very careful about how we do them. Number two, of course, we've usually had some parent volunteers in to help with things. Again, we are not allowed to have parent volunteers in the building, so there won't be any parents here for those parties. And third, and possibly most tragic, right now, we are not allowing any treats to come in from outside. So that means we won't have people bringing in donuts or cupcakes or any of that stuff that we brought in before. Teachers may choose to bring in some small treats to do the party, but we're going to ask that the parties are primarily very low on treats, and we're not going to bring any treats from home. That's part of our COVID guidelines, and so we're going to not bring any treats from home for those parties. But we certainly, can still have some party time and enjoy some music and enjoy kind of an Armstrong Halloween parade together. Again, that will be happening on the 29th, and that will occur from 2 o'clock until 3 o'clock on that day. So get your costumes ready, Eagles, and start thinking about what you would like to dress up as. And again, remember, it's always voluntary. You do not have to dress up. It's just if you would like to participate, you may. Have a great day, Eagles.
That's it for us. Thanks for watching. This is ABC News.